Guys, I finally got it. This is a bridge across the Gulf, Wild Atlantic Way. But look at my left hand side. I mean, this is an oyster farm. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. So this should work as a minimalistic approach. I'm very happy I have my long lens with me. So I want to use our polarizing filter, and this time there will be no need of anti-grad. Probably just need of a 10 stop. Ten stop filter, and which I already have it in my filter holder, and that's about it. Now, it's not the best photograph in the world. It's quite difficult, as I say, to isolate the subject completely, but do our best. Light is great. It's soft light. There are a lot of details in the sky, and there is no wind, which is absolutely great. This is someone's farm. I may try to, for a few drone shots, just to give context. I suspect that oyster farm is probably 300 meters away. I'm just going to survey the area with drone, and we'll call it a day. It's 10:53. There are 14 degrees, 5th of August. Not too bad. It was not a too bad day. It is always, you can always find a better composition, but sometimes you have to work with whatever you have. This time at the Fanat lighthouse, and wow, I just found a very glorious simple composition. You have this obviously leading line, this fence that I think leads into the lighthouse. There is a car parked there, some people walking. Maybe with the long exposure I can blur that car. It's obviously a problem. You can clone it out or stuff. It's not the best, but what can we do? Beautiful sky behind the lighthouse, still puffy white clouds, but and the lighthouse is white as well. But you can see the right side of it, you have some light. The left side is kind of into the shadow. So let me get a simple photo for measure, nothing special. I'm doing f16, 1/60 of a second. I'm at 28 millimeters. I probably can, yeah, I can probably change the composition a little bit by using rule of thirds. Yeah, that will be better like this. Probably this can also benefit from stack focusing or other techniques like this, but I think I'm okay. But let's crack on. So what I need, obviously, the adapter. What really works is the polarizing. You know, the moment you are using this polarizing effect over the sky, blue sky, and yeah, that's what it wants. This photo wants a polarizing filter. You can check the effect as well. Sorry for that. And now what I need to do is to understand if I can use, what's the shutter speed that I can use. You see, it's already blown out of proportions. So I need to be 1/8 of a second for 2 minutes, and the sky is blown out, but there's not a problem because I have the ND graph. You can stack exposures and whatnot. I don't actually do that. I prefer to use a classical ND grad And yeah, that did the trick. It brought the sky back exactly what it needed. 3 stops, polarizing, 1/8 of a second, f20, smack on the lighthouse. I'll obviously now get my 10 stop filter and we go. This time I have found a different composition. As you can see, it's a vertical. I mean, what's the best way to shoot after horizontal? You shoot a vertical. And I have this stony foreground that kind of works because it gives an interest. And then I have the lighthouse at rule of thirds, some sky. I put as you can see here, I have the same polarizer, 3 ND grad soft, and a 10 stop big Lee. 2 minutes exposure, sturdy tripod, all looks good. And yeah. I have found another composition. This time is a boat. I have a boat in front of me. This boat is nice, but obviously it would have been better if tide would have been higher. I don't know, it's kind of what I'm trying to do is using as a leading lines toward that island. It doesn't really works and it doesn't work because I have the boat leading to something, but there's something, as you can see, it's just a big hill. I spotted it from the drone and you have seen the images. I will do it. I will take 1 minute exposure and then I will try to do a vertical as well and see which one of the two is better. I already set up the camera. I'm at ISO 80 f18, 1/15 of a second, which will be the normal exposure, but I'll be using the bulb mode. So basically that's a 1 minute exposure. Probably needs to be focus racked, but I'm not necessarily happy with the composition. I think I'll just go a little closer and we'll take it from there. There's nothing much to blur apart from the sky, but I think it looked better because the clouds are definitely moving quite fast. As you can see, it's a quite windy day, and I'll show you a panorama 360 or 180 at the moment. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. The sun is so soft and it's golden like. The sky is blue, water is calm, yet there are some waves. It's just that the composition doesn't really work here 100%, but I try to do my best. And yeah, let me change the perspective a little bit. For example, if I'll be moving, let's say we move here and we use this boat as a diagonal, we can probably do this as a main element. Oh yeah, that's better. We'll put it in diagonal fashion and then we'll have the mountains on top of the other part.